Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Mortal Kombat player. And this video is all about Kombat Cup Week 6. This week I decided to use a little bit more Sorcerer. I'm kind of leaning to him more now as a main. Playing him just kind of shows me a little bit how more versatile he is as opposed to Summoner. Still some matchups I'd probably choose Summoner in, but right now I'm really working on figuring out matchups with Sorcerer. And just kind of going forward. So my first match was against this dude. I'm Dirty Dan, super nice guy, said he was a fan and whatnot, so he picked Spectral Ermac, so here I'm going to drain his meter, or I tried to. I messed up the combo, but I didn't bother spending any meter on it. That's one thing I like to do, forward 2-1-2, and then I do like a slight walk back, and then back 1 trance, because it gets a lot of people that try and poke after forward 2-1-2. But it's neutral on block, so they can't poke. You just walk back and whiff punish their poke. Because Quan's got a pretty decent walk speed. Not the best, but it's decent. Here I was just patient, waiting for the anti-air, but unfortunately I missed it. Here I was trying to go for my meter stealing combo again. But I mistimed it, so it didn't actually link. There's a big combo to steal all to meters, so he has no chance of a breaker. Boom. And match 1 is done. Pretty straightforward stuff. Not sure he really knew the matchup as well as he could have. Also that, and I just did a good job of keeping my offense going and mixing up my spells and always making sure that I had one on the ground at all times. You know, when he's getting close to a breaker, I can try and drain his meter, and then when he has no meter, I put up the armor, so... Second round here, trading shots, so none of the rest. The interesting thing about that, if you didn't know, you probably already do because this game's been out for a while, but if you both trade shots at the start of the round, nobody gets the first hit. Also, if you armor a move, whoever armored, used the armor, will get the first hit, even if the other person hit first. Kind of silly, but that one I don't really agree with, but I guess it makes sense. You're spending a bar to gain that bar back, free armor or whatever. Anyways, got no meter, so I was lucky on the timeout there of my armor spell. I have him in the corner. Welcome to jail, son. Go. That's another one that I like to walk back when I see Ermac do that overhead, because I'm not sure if it's slightly plus or neutral, but they always try and poke after it, so. And again, I saw he was coming up on a breaker, so I decided to do a big old combo, take that away. Should have ended that in Ruin to steal a little bit more meter, but it is what it is, that's all that it is. Boom, and then for some reason my internet just gave out. It looks like he's rage quitting, but I swear to God this was all me. For some reason my internet decided it didn't want to work. So I had to restart the match and whatnot. Yeah, you can see, I think for like a second it says, "You've exited PlayStation." Yeah, network error occurred. Anyway, I just wanted to clear that up for anyone that's like, oh, he's a rage quitter, because he wasn't. He was actually a really nice guy. So. And then he goes for a final pick of Necromancer Shinnok, which he did a little bit better with. That was an amazing job by me. Can we just give myself a little bit of props there? I don't know how I avoided those health perks, but I did. Put him in the corner. That was armor. I did not respect the shoulder. I actually knew that he had it, but I just decided to go for it anyways. But he got himself in the corner, which was good because he saved some of his meter. Then I decide he doesn't have enough health to really build a breaker back by the end of the round, so I'm just going to put my armor up and try and zone him. Well, then he got me with the forward 2-2-4 hand job, tries to go for the splat, and I get the anti-air off the thingamajigger. I don't know what you call it. Dragon statue? Yeah, I guess you could just call it what it is. There's a sweep. Try for some zoning. Bang, bang, bang. Oh. So one thing I like to do when I'm zoning a lot is I'll put out the, I'll just do regular rune, and if it keeps hitting him. That was a really nice hit confirm by him. And if it keeps hitting him, then I'll just do the EX one. That was another really nice hit confirm by him. Unfortunately, he was a little bit late on the ender, but... Wake up neutral jump punch. 1-4-1. Let's go. And it's over. Good games to him. I just kind of didn't really get as much offense going as he needed to. He kind of, his little spurts, he would do them and then just kind of end his offense. So then I have to face an old friend of mine, Milky Situation. Known this guy since probably 2011. We've played tons of times over the years. And I've always been a Quan loyalist. He's always been a Reptile loyalist. So we kind of both know what's coming when we play. Although I did kind of consider counterpicking him at one point during the end of the match, but I'll go forward and I'll kind of talk about the matches. So this matchup I've played a lot as Summoner, and it is not a fun matchup. Reptile can just move so far ahead of Summoner zoning that it's just, I don't know, it's not really worth picking that variation. He can kind of slip out of the corner really easily too. So I picked Sorcerer just to kind of try this matchup out, and it felt a lot better than it did with Summoner. He's giving me a lot of respect. I'm kind of messing up my forward 4 combos a little bit because I was a little bit nervous because I know he's a great player. But I managed to 1-4-1. Oh, no, drop that one. Well, didn't drop it, but the round ended. The first game or so here, I kind of take advantage of the anti-airs a little bit more. He's jumping at me quite a bit. And I'm being quite patient, just kind of waiting for him to do something. I didn't have any meter to enhance the rune there, so there I did. I thought he was going to jump out, but he didn't. Can't believe I actually don't remember doing that. I stuffed the slide with my overhead. Stagger's in the corner, trying to build some meter. Should have seen that one coming. That's just safe overhead. What's kind of the problem with Quan is, especially Warlock, I mean, you have lots of characters that do 50-50s better than Quan. It was like, oh, Warlock's still got good 50-50s, but his are extremely unsafe. That was the most YOLO trance ever. Break into YOLO trance. It worked though, got me the game, I got lucky, so. But yeah, everyone's like, oh, Warlock's base moveset makes him a top or a solid mid-tier character, and I disagree with that because there's lots of characters that can do 50-50s and stuff and have way better armor than Warlock does. So I don't really see any reason to pick him over that. But anyway, back to the match. So match 2, should have done a neutral jump punch there, probably would have caught him. And my goal here basically is to drain all of his meter, because then he can't really come in. Like, he can't use the EX dash, he can't use the EX slide. He's got to come in honestly. See, I should have used the plus frames off of the EX rune to call my armor. See, there I tried to do a back 1, I think, back 3, because I knew that my armor would eat the hit of that move. I hate force balls in this matchup too. I'll talk about that in a little bit here. Got lucky with the overhead. Uppercut just to kind of create some space. I knew that I didn't have a combo string that would push him as far away as I wanted to, so I just did the uppercut to push him away. There we go. I see he's sitting on lots of meters, so let's steal it all. Oh, that was a nice anti-air by him. There's a point in this match where I just start jumping way too much, and he really starts taking advantage of it. Like, I was taking advantage of it when he was doing it at the start of the match, and then he kind of adapted, and then I had to adapt back. Reptile is just too fast for me to try and wake up with. He can just pressure me endlessly. And that's kind of the weird thing about this matchup, and it's pretty much Quan Chi in a nutshell, is, keep the opponent away, because if he gets into you, then GG's, bro. That was a really smart force ball by him. Nice conversion in the corner, overhead. I really should have YOLO trance there again, but down 3, standing 1 throw. Specialty. Should have just blocked. Should have anti-aired. Should not have jumped. Broke. Yeah, see there I was like, okay, I can't jump at him, so I'm just going to dash to close his distance, but he kind of read I was going to do that. He had a lot of meter. Even if I would have blocked the EX slide and survived, it was still an uphill battle for me, so 1-1 for both of them. Must have got the St. Patrick's Day thingy-majigger there. Card. Pressure, pressure. He's building lots of meter, which really sucks. Hit confirm. I just have such a hard time blocking that low string. I don't know why. It's because he got so many overheads. I wish one of them was unsafe. Got lucky with the jump over. Got lucky with the run up. Should have just done overhead trans to kind of save some meter, because well, maybe not. That really sucks. That is a defining moment. I tried to do down 3 into throw. Oh, I remember this. This was scramble. Yeah, sky drop. Sky drop always wins. But I was trying to do down 3 into a throw, but for some reason my jump and punch missed, which is rare for me, but just shows it doesn't matter how much you play in tournaments, you still get nervous. That was great spacing by him. He knew I was going to jump at him, and just kind of walked backwards to punish him for it. Down 3 into 1-2. 1-4-1. Purple circle. Yeah, there's me staggering the runes. Try and get him comfortable with blocking them. Nice anti-air again. That was a good bait. So it was either like stand there and take the force ball, or try and close the distance. I think he tried to do something else there and not just run straight at me. So again, I was just going for it. I had the round up, so I decided to go for the run forward and the forward 4, and it paid off. So I'm up 2-1 now against young Milky situation.
What do you want? Round 1. Fight.
And there's another, yeah, I tried to put up the armor spell and then try and hit him trying to counter me on the force ball, but fortunately he got 2 hits in before I got 1. And you saw there I did the forward 1 stagger that I like to do. That was a bad read by me. It's just too risky when I really shouldn't have done that. Here he is building all the meter with those staggers. This is why a character with an armored attack would really be handy.
You smell desperation. Round 2. Fight.
And situation could be worse, but you know, I was in the corner. I did have quite a bit of meter. There, I missed my corner switch combo. I miss a lot of combos in the set. There, I got it that time. And I actually hadn't gone for the back 3-2-4 at all in this set, so that's why I decided to do it just there, because I figured he would have seen the overhead coming. But no, he blocked it. I should have committed to that jump and punch. Really, really should have. Would have made my life a lot easier. Here I am in the corner again, and I decide to break. My neutral jump punch barely whiffs. I have no meter for anything. Get lucky with the jump back 1. And it's match point for me here. And yeah, there's an uppercut into a sick ass combo. Great spacing by Milky. He realized that I would jump at him. I think I'm just a little bit too scared of the force balls, because if I would have just sat there and blocked the force ball, I would have just been in the corner anyways, but instead I jumped at him and I got a bigger combo that led to being in the corner. And yeah, I should have just probably armored the interactable and just made a read on him coming in at me. So that would have had 2 hits of armor and probably would have hit whatever he tried to hit me with and eliminated the force ball, and we would have been back to neutral. But I considered at this point switching to Tarkat and Alien, because I've been running that matchup quite a bit online, I think that he does very well against Reptile. There's a bad read by me, that's why I did the mid room. But, I mean, I would have an armored attack that could potentially be plus on block in the Rekkas if I delay them enough. And then I also have the Chop Chops, which is 2 hits on armor, and also reverses position into the corner. So, anyways, this is just Reptile doing Reptile-related activities, just kicking my ass in the corner. And we're down to the final round. So it knocks me down, overhead, guess wrong. I immediately break because that gives me the rest of the round to build more meter. Not that I'll really get a chance to. There's the nimbleness. What's that called? Like embodiment or something? I can't remember what the actual name of the move is called, but just styling. So, anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Didn't do well in the Kombat Cup this week, but some hype matches, and hopefully you learned some stuff. So, if you liked it, hit the like button, and please subscribe because we make videos like this all the time. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.